Here's a question about this Gotti movie. Is it really that bad of a film? Gotti, directed by Kevin Connolly, starring John Travolta, his real wife Kelly Preston, and Spencer Rocco LaFranco. This movie is based on the Gotti family and their rise within the Gambino mafia empire and how they rose up and fell down. It has John Travolta playing John Gotti Sr. You get to see his rise and fall. Yeah, Kelly Preston, his real-life wife, playing his wife in the movie, and Spencer Rocco LaFranco playing John Gotti Jr., John Gotti Sr.'s son, and you get to see how he did within the mob. Now, I really like John Travolta. I think he is a terrific actor. Sure, he has some bad movies. Every great actor has bad movies. But this movie is not that good. I did like the movie, I did enjoy it, but I did see a lot of the flaws within this movie. I can see why this movie is not doing so well with critics. And it's interesting that the people marketing this film, they tried to make this film seem more good than it really is by saying that this film is more for the fans, quote unquote. Basically means it's more for people who like it, quote unquote, I guess you're saying. Now, John Travolta is a great actor. I think he does a very good job in this movie. He's really trying this film. This is a passion project of his. I think Kelly Preston was very good in the movie. And it's cool to see John Travolta working with his real life wife in a film. That's very good. Spencer Rocco LaFranco is pretty good in the movie. The makeup on John Travolta looks pretty good, except when he is made up to look like an old man. That makeup doesn't really look all that good. Some of the other negatives in this movie is that you do tend to feel the length of the film. The movie did have some good pacing, but other times it did feel a bit long. The movie doesn't really have that good focus, really. There are times when it focuses very well on John Gotti Sr. and other times it's focusing on John Gotti Jr. and you don't really get a good focus between the two characters. And John Travolta is the one narrating the movie, so it's a little confusing with him narrating as to why he's narrating the whole time when the movie's not always focused on John Gotti Sr. and sometimes it's focused on John Gotti Jr. It's a bit confusing that way. And it's even being narrated by John Gotti Sr. even after the character dies in the movie, that's not really much of a spoiler. We know that John Gotti Sr. is not really alive anymore, but it's a little weird that the narration continues to go on after the character is dead. That's a bit weird. Sometimes it doesn't really feel like not enough happens within this movie, even though this movie is pretty suspenseful and you do learn some interesting things about the Gotti family in the film. So really it's not that good of a movie. I really wanted to like this movie, and even though I did enjoy it, it's really not all that good. So I'm gonna give Gotti a D, as in don't see it. I don't think this is one of the worst movies I've seen this year. I've seen movies much worse, but it is a pretty bad movie and I definitely recommend not seeing it. But of all the bad movies I have seen, this is not the worst movie I've seen this year. I don't know if this movie is even going to make it out of my top 10 bad movies for 2018, really. I still think Wrinkle of Time is worse than this, but this movie is pretty bad, and that's all I gotta say for Gotti.